big trout.
Oh, he's gone. Look at that big bastard.
We got a real big trout.
I got a big one.
Alright guys, today we're here at Waterloo. We're gonna go fishing. I was here, it was first video. So we're gonna go fishing. There's a spot right down from the parking lot here. We're gonna go down there. And there's some nice rapids down there with a deep hole. And we've seen some pretty big trout in there and caught some pretty big trout in there. So we're gonna go down there. So we made it down here. I'm gonna be using some power bait, just like last time. So let's see here. I'm gonna be using, this one is salmon egg and it's got some glitter in it. Now glitter can be, well, messy and then it gets stuck all on your hands, but never know. I haven't tried this one. It's gonna be exactly like the regular ones, except this is gonna have glitter in it. And the glitter might also make it easier to see, but usually the regular dough balls are easy to see. So I'm gonna cast up over by those trees. There's some trees up there. I'm gonna be doing that. And also in the rapids, I'll be casting over there too. But it's kind of, whoops, that's a little weird. Okay, hold on. Right up in there, they usually like to just kind of sit and lay in there, right down from the rapids. So I'll just let it sink down, make it look a little natural. See if I can get one. So I cast in the rapids and I got a trout to hit. He might be taking it. I cast it up in those rapids and oh yeah, he hit it. But I had cast it up in those rapids and I just let it go downstream, and they kind of sit in those rapids and by the trees down. Ooh, nice one. Nice big one. Just a nice one. So I'm gonna get my line bait up again and then cast. Got my line bait up again. Got my glitter power bait. I'm gonna cast up by that tree over in there. I'll see if one of these guys want to bite. So just kind of up by there. I'll see if there's some big ones that are in there. I just saw one flash. I might have to add extra weight to mine because it's also not getting down as far. Yeah. And it's fine because my power bait came off. So we're gonna take a few more casts and then we're gonna head down. We just came up to a new spot up here and my dad, I guess, saw a very big trout, about 6-pound trout, really big, and he's just kind of hiding in that shade. We're gonna put on some spinners. We're gonna try and cast in there. We're gonna try and see if we can catch him, because here you never really see, well, you see big trout, but you never really get them. So we're gonna try and get him. He was a big old brown. We've been casting in here. We haven't seen him. He might have went downstream, so we're gonna head downstream because it looked like he was heading downstream. So yeah, it looked like, I mean, he was up here, but he probably moved downstream. So there's another spot we have that's good. So we'll go down there where he might be hiding. We just came back to our old spot here where we just were. He might have gone up here because if he went down, it's all sun up there. So we're thinking he went over here in the shade because there's also rapids. And we know he wouldn't be going down through those rapids. So we're gonna try casting through the shade here and see if we can catch him. Up my bait and I put on a rooster tail. We haven't seen him, which probably makes sense because he's probably hiding in the shade, or he's in a deep hole, so we can't really see him. But I'm gonna go check over here. I'm gonna see if he's over in these waters because I can get a better view. Yeah, I don't see him. Yeah, I see some nice fish in there. Some nice little browns. But I don't see him. I'm gonna go over here to see if I can see him over here. We got his spot right up here. Let's see here. Yeah, and I don't see him over here. He's hiding in the shade somewhere. I don't know where though. I'm gonna try casting down in there. I do see a trout down there, but not the big one. So I'm gonna try casting down in there, see if I can get him. We're moving down, we were up there. Couldn't catch him, of course, makes sense. They don't usually like to bite because they're a lot smarter. So we're heading down to this other spot. It's a nice little rapids, and there's like a little tiny thing under the shore. So let's see under there. So we made it to our spot. Heading down a little bit to the shore over here. There's a nice little spot over here for the trout, and over there it's kind of a deep hole that's mainly up on that shore. They just kind of like to hide there because it's kind of deep over there. It's like, it's pretty deep. So we're gonna try casting in there. We're gonna try and catch a nice trout. Otherwise we'll head down, and there's another spot where it's a hill looking over the stream. So we're leaving our spot here. There's some nice trout, but they kind of stopped biting after a little bit. And I mean, they're in there though. They're kind of biting. We might come back to the spot, try again in there. But we're gonna head up to, it's kind of it's a hill, and there's the stream right below it, and it's a nice deep hole. So we're gonna try casting there. As we just made up to our new spot, there's a massive trout, really big trout, probably maybe about, oh, I don't know, probably he's a good 20-inch trout, and I already got one hitting on my bait, but I got one on my bait, but dang it. Come on. I got a nice trout on my bait, but there's a very big trout in there. Got a trout on. Really big trout in there though. Probably about, yeah, a nice 20-inch trout in there, guys. So I'm gonna take care of this one. I'm gonna try and get that big one. We've been trying a bunch of different baits, trying to catch him. I'm gonna get a fly put on mine. I'm gonna try and cast it with it's a fly with a bobber. See if that big trout will take it, because it looks like he wants maybe natural food, and fly would be perfect for it. So we're gonna try fly, and then I want to see if I can catch that big trout. All right, so we're leaving our spot here where the big trout is. We're gonna be heading downstream a little bit. We're gonna walk in the water. We're gonna head down to, there's like a little tree in the water where we can go to, and we've seen a really big brown in there once. We don't know what happened to him, but he probably got caught. But this stream has been stocked, and there's a lot of big trout in here. So spot we're going to, there might be a really, really big trout like the ones we just saw, or the one we just saw. So we're gonna head down to that tree and we're gonna try casting in there. I had a fly on, but I'm probably gonna change this out for some power bait or like a power bait worm. So yeah, we'll go down there, see if we can catch it. So we made it to our spot. The trees are down there, so we're gonna try casting in there. There's some nice trout in there. Try and catch some of them. Maybe try and get a big lunker. Just caught a trout over here with some power bait. Nice trout. I'm gonna have to change from this fly to some power bait, but got a nice trout over here. Nice one. There he is. He's a fat one. Really, really fat one. Look at him.
Look at barely a lip hook.
Yep. So I'm gonna bait up with some power. Okay, I just got trout to hit it. Oh, dang it! Right, I hit it. I got the trout on, but then I lost him. So guys, I got the fly and we're just putting the power bait on it. Yeah, he's got the power bait on the fly here and it actually works. Kind of surprised. I would have thought it wouldn't work, but it did. So I'm gonna put, and here's how I'm doing. I'm using glitter bait. Glitter bait's okay. It's not bad. I thought it wouldn't be that good, but
garlic glitter.
It's salmon.
Oh, salmon.
Salmon glitter. And I just put the fly right in there. It's kind of okay for some of the hairs to show, but for some reason this works. Well, makes sense because it's power bait. So gonna cast in there. You gotta kind of get it by the tree. So you'll see it, and we got some hits.
Got it.
One's got it. Well,
he's holding it. There you go.
See, we got one.
Oh, he's pulling.
Oh, maybe. And they like to go under the tree. They just kind of hide under a tree with them. That can be bad sometimes. There we go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it is a nice big one. Look at that. Oh, maybe not. That's a smaller one.
Not really. It's fat.
Yeah, look at that. Nice. So I'm gonna try casting in there.
He's a lip hooker, I think. Yep, I can turn him loose. Good. Yep.
Oh, lucky. I just hooked this in the tree, but luckily it was easy to get out. Okay, but what I'm gonna do, cast in there up by that tree and just bring it in. And we're gonna let that guy go. So I cast it in by that tree, just kind of let it go under it, and a trout will either come from over there or they'll come from under the tree and they'll go boom and they'll just take it. You just gotta kind of move it out in the open too sometimes so they see it. And there's one that's right by my bait. They're circling it. They see it.
The fly might be making a difference.
Feel it. So yeah, I got this. We might take off this fly because it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of showing stuff, or see, it's kind of showing. And it's such a big dough ball that it kind of gets in the way. But they also like to sit right by that tree over there. They just kind of like to hide on the side of it. So any other food that comes through, they'll take it. And they also like to go down by that tree and eat there. So we're gonna see if we can catch one. Okay, so I just put on some regular power bait on a treble hook, so I don't have that fly. There's a log over here. It's just kind of the back side. I'll go there after a little bit, but I'm gonna keep trying over in the middle here. And also another spot they like is over on that shore. I've cast in there, and one time they wouldn't stop biting. So okay, I cast in there. It's just kind of in the middle. They usually like to hide, you know, under the tree, but also in the middle. Try and get it to go. Oh, maybe. I think, and sometimes it looks like they're eating your bait, but really they're just like passing over it. So, let's see here. And I'm just using power bait, salmon flavored with some glitter on it. And it works pretty good. So, let's see here. Right up in there. Just kind of cast up in there. Kind of get out of the sticks. You just kind of let it sit in there. And sometimes a trout will bite. So, I had trout on, I think. Oh, maybe not, but my dad has a trout over there. One's got it on that back side. Might have it. Oh yeah, and he's got a nice trout. Oh, yeah, and it was a little one, but it got off, which is good. So I'm gonna try casting in there. Whoops. Yeah, I just try and cast right by that tree over there. Got to get right in by that tree. Yeah, right up in that corner, and then you just kind of let it go through there. Or just let the current take it. You want to make it look as natural as possible. Because otherwise, if you don't, you know, trout know it's fake, and then they don't take it. And it's just kind of going in there. You can give it a little nudge if it gets stuck on a rock or something. Just kind of let it go through. You just kind of let it sit in there. I'm probably gonna go up here. I'll show you guys. It's right up here. So you kind of go, it's up in that current or shore, and you just kind of cast almost by the shade. Whoops. Or I've casted in straight over there, and that's worked. But some luck over there. They like to bite over there. But you gotta kind of get really nice and close to shore, which can be kind of hard to get. But you just have to cast pretty hard. So I'm gonna try right here because I see a nice trout right there. You just kind of cast right up by that shore. There's a trout right by my bait. He passed by it. But I think there's some other downstream. And I'll see if I can catch one. So we're gonna make our way upstream because we just walked all the way down here. Usually we walk through the stream up there to get down here, but we're gonna walk back up. We're gonna cast on that shore. We're gonna try and catch some trout on that shore. They usually like to hide in the shade. So we'll go up, and last time we were here, we found geodes, but we never picked them up. So we're gonna pick up some geodes on our way back too, and hopefully get some big trout on our way. So we'll see if we can catch some nice big ones. We both just casted up on the shore, and these trout are going crazy. He's got one.
Nice one too.
They're smacking my bait too. They're taking mine. And woo, he's got a big one. I'm trying to watch mine too at the same time because I got some hitting mine. There we go. And I got one too. We both got one. Both out of there. Out of the... Oh!
That's a fat one.
Right on the lip I hooked him.
You're lucky then.
So we're going to get some new bait on our line. Got another one hooked. He's cast up in the shade and he's hooked. I'm going to try and I'm hoping he's a big one. There we go.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, nice trout.
Oh, this is a really fat one.
Yeah.
Look at this big thing. Look at how big he is.
Yeah, look at that one.
Matthew, get it up in the shade. Ooh, he's pulling. Come on, big boy.
Yeah, that's a nice
That is a nice one.
trout.
Oh my God.
Alright, so I cast it up in there. I gotta catch our last trout. And there's that trout right there. Nice big one. That's good. They got good fillets on them. Best way to cook them though is you get them filleted. Now you gotta use Cajun shore lunch. Try it once, and then you gotta cook it in oil, both sides about, what is it?
3 minutes.
About 3 minutes on both sides. And then, ooh, you got yourself some nice, good trout. See if one of these trout in there bite. And hopefully I can catch our last trout. A trout that just took my bait, I don't know if he, oh yeah, he's really got it. Yeah.
He's a small one though.
Yeah, this isn't.
He's a little one. Hopefully this lips us.
So I'm gonna get my line baited up again. I think we have our 5th and final trout. It's up by that shore again, in the shade. Might have it, our 5th trout.
No.
Hopefully. Oh, sadly, we don't. He got off. Try casting in there again.
He mashed it. Oh yeah, he's nibbling on it.
Yep, nibbling. I like to always nibble, but we're gonna try and catch our 5th. So we moved up from where we were, and we came up here, tried casting in there. Didn't have any luck yet, so we're gonna go up a little bit more. Might go back to where that really big trout was, but there's a spot right up here. It's right in there, there, and it's a pretty deep hole, and it's a nice little spot for trout. Yeah, and there's definitely a trout in there. I just saw him come up, so I'm gonna try casting in there. So right in there, cast it in. It's in there. Just gotta kind of go downstream. And I might get a trout to hit. I saw a big one that came up to the water, probably good 13-inch maybe. Maybe that big, maybe it wasn't that big. Gonna have to recast. So I'm gonna, cause I saw that trout in there, so I'm gonna recast in here, guys, and then I'm gonna, so I saw a nice one, so I'm hoping I can catch that one. And I know there's some more laying in there, so if I don't get anything luck up here, I'll go up back to where that real big trout was, and then, yeah. We just got up here. I did catch one. He was pretty small. Let him go, but I got one kind of hitting at my bait here. I hope it's a big one. Maybe it's the really big one in here. That'd be nice. But I have it right up in that little channel up there, kind of going down the current. And it's more natural because we're not up on the hill up there where they can see us. And it's just coming down towards us, so it looks more natural. And I think one's just kind of just hitting at my bait, just barely. And yeah, we gotta kind of cast right up where he was. So yeah, they're kind of nibbling at my bait. I'm gonna reel up. Oh yeah. Big ol' snag. Well, I had one on, but he went into the rocks. They do that all the time, and it works because then they just get the hook right out of their mouth. Now, I'm still using the glitter power bait. So it's just If you guys ever want to get it, you can. It's right here. Power bait, natural sense of salmon egg, and it's got glitter in it. So just kind of, you know, take a good amount, roll it up into a ball. Just put your hook in there, and that's all. And then you can just take off any excess. Just kind of mold it into a ball. And the best spots you want to go are deep channels with rapids right above them, or just, yeah, nice deep channel with rapids. It's always the best. It always works the best because that's where the trout like to lay. So I'll just cast way up. Oops. Hold on, I gotta recast there. Oh, got his line. Oh, hold on. There we go. Caught his line there. So you just want to take it. Just want to cast it way up there. Right down from the current. And you just want to let it lay until a trout bites it. So I'm going to see if I can get one. A little up to these rapids right here. We're going to try. We had a trout on, but got off. So we're gonna try here. And there's it's really kind of cool here because there's a big rock, and then it's just a nice little deep hole in there. We're gonna see if we can get one of these trout. If not, we'll go up to where we started at today. Big trout.
Oh, he's going. Look at that big bastard.
We got a real big trout.
I got a big one. He was laying right in the front.
Got big trout on.
Hold on. He's young. I gotta tire him out though. Massive trout.
We got a really big trout on.
Oh, it is the big one. It's the big one. Let's get out here on this rock ledge. Get out here on the rock ledge. Let him fight. Let him fight.
We got a massive trout.
Let him fight.
Massive trout right here, guys. Look at this sucker. We got a real big sucker right here. Nice guy. I'm getting him on camera. Look at this guy. Woo! Holy crap!
He was laying right up in there.
Well, look at this, guys. If this isn't a massive trout, I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is a very big trout. This might have been the trout we were talking about. He is big, real. Look at the colors on him. He's a nice one. We caught him right on that current over there in a beautiful place.